Why is your internet always garbage, Blaine?
I don't know.
Is your upload terrible?
It's not fantastic. It's also because I have Mediacom, and Mediacom sucks.
Oh, what do you get, like 30 up?
Probably. Yeah, I don't even know.
What is
It's probably 30 or 40.
Why did this just bust into like some fucking terrible port?
Sorry, the soundboard's messed up.
Is it?
Sweet.
It's a little gassy.
Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 308, being recorded on September 24th, 2024. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
With little background and next to no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. And yes, my upload is 35, so
Oh my
that's
god.
why. It's pretty fantastic. It's awesome when they're the only choice in town.
Bro, that's terrible.
You're telling me.
Like,
Reminds me when
literally
we were
the
doing
only
CouncilCast
choice.
and I was
There
in Central
is
America.
No other
Well,
internet in town.
They are the only choice that offers speeds this fast.
How do you
Yes.
guys not have... Can I just move up there with you and we can start a fiber provider?
Sure.
Would we make all the money? Do you think we could get city funding?
Maybe. I don't know. The thing that I don't understand is Mediacom must supply to... I mean, we have a college in town, and they must be the provider for the college, which is like...
Not
why can't
necessarily.
I... But not... It's not... Yeah, I don't know. But whoever they have, like, why can't I get that?
Well, they probably have fiber. Mediacom
Yeah, I
has
know.
fiber in Des Moines. I just can't get it because you got to be a business, which I am. Like, I own a fucking LLC. Like, can I just
Sure.
leverage that and be like, I need some
I've
business
tried
credit.
that, and the conversation that I had with, I think I've even brought
It's
this
gonna
up on
cost
CouncilCast.
$3,000 a month.
I was like, hey, I would like to have fiber at this address. They said, oh, that address doesn't have fiber. And I said, I know. Do you have any
my
idea when
business.
it will be coming to the area? And they said, oh, that address doesn't have fiber. And I said, yes, I understand. What I'm looking for is information on when it could be available or other ways that I could get fiber there. And they said, oh, fiber is only available in certain areas, and that house doesn't have fiber. And I said,
I know.
yes, I understand that. And I think we did this for
And now
about
there's
5-10
fiber
minutes.
everywhere. You get
And
two
then I-
choices of fiber right now. Soon.
And then I ended this was a few years ago, but I ended the conversation with, well, this was a lot of fun. We should do it again sometime. And then I just hung up.
John said he wants
Anyway.
to join CouncilCast.
Yeah, I should have.
John? As
Yeah.
in John?
As in John Garland. John.
Well, yeah, send him the link. Duh.
I just did.
Well,
He's like,
yeah,
I've been invited to
obviously.
this 800 times and have never attended.
Perfect. Show up now. We'll wait. Let's just wait patiently.
Wait patiently while he downloads the app.
There's
and
nothing to download, you ass.
You have to download it.
Does he not have Chrome installed?
You know, that's why Blaine's connection is so bad.
You
Blaine,
just said I'll have to
man.
download Chrome.
Oh my god. Fucking, I hate when Brian's right. To be fair, though, Brian was making it sound like, oh, he's got to download a whole thing. Like, it's going to take a while.
just depends on what internet he's using and how long it'll
He
take.
lives right over here. I'll just go get it. All these voices are making fun of you, Brian.
I don't think so. Not this
Shit.
time.
Shit! God damn it. Never been so humiliated. I don't have to take this from somebody your age.
How old do you think I am?
46. Nah, I think
Wow.
you're probably, if I had to really guess, I'd say Silas, are you a year older than me? 2 years older than me?
No. You're guessing.
I think you're you were young, I think, when you had him. I think you're 53, 55 maybe.
It's a good guess.
You're gonna bust out like 76. I'm 76. How old
Well,
are
I'm
you,
not
Brian?
going to tell you. I just said
Oh,
that was a
fuck.
good guess.
Oh, okay, thanks. Hold on, I'll hack you real quick. That's my job. Give me a second.
Pretty easy to find
It's
out
not that
anymore.
fucking easy. Oh yeah, we could probably just find out your birthday. I'll just message Simon and have him check his stalking app.
You could just text Katie to text my mom.
I'll
Yeah,
just
there
text
you
your mom.
Oh, you have my mom's number? Why do you got my mom's number?
I bet. Yeah, exactly. Because she sent
That's
me
what she
stuff
said.
about my foot before when my ankle was broken.
Oh
I
yeah.
think she sent me a message. She's like, "Yeah, this is what we needed. Another
we
rich
go.
white guy to give an opinion on whatever the fuck this shit is."
I have been invited to this for 7 straight years, and I have never attended.
Yeah, well, why don't you fucking get out of here and get a better microphone and then come back?
Tuesday at 9 o'clock is not good for me.
But
It's
tonight.
great for all of us.
Yeah,
We-
that's fine.
We select this time so that no one will watch. So
Are you sure your microphone is what's picking up your thing and not like your
I'm
webcam
checking
mic?
that out right now.
Can you tell what he's using as his microphone?
Yeah,
It's
it
this.
says
Tap the microphone, John. It ain't
It's
that.
definitely not that.
It
no,
ain't that.
it's
I bet it's your webcam mic.
USB camera.
Oh, I
Yup.
can turn that off. How do I turn that off? Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Hold on.
This
Hold
isn't
on.
tech support. This is the council.
just click
'Cause
on
he had to-
Mike.
Yeah, it won't let me click on it.
You probably.
I think you have to log
leave
out. I think you have
Yeah.
to go out
Leave
and then come back in.
in.
Definitely do that though. Like I'm not joking. All right, now
See?
Bannon.
If he had it downloaded it,
Yeah.
If you didn't
fucking
download Chrome for the first time today,
Enjoy it, Brian. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Once a day if it's a 24-hour clock.
There are no 24-hour.
Yeah, there are. The fuck
How's
are you
that
talking
better?
about? You can get an analog.
Yeah, that's
24-hour
better.
clock.
That's way better.
I
That's
was looking at
better.
an analog
Yeah,
24-hour
when I plug my
watch.
camera in, it always takes over.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Sounds like you got yourself a billionaire pitch for later.
He doesn't even know what that means.
We're live, by the way. So anything
That's
you say
okay.
is going out into the internet and is stuck there forever.
Forever and ever to be picked
So
up by an
Try
LLM.
to
I
tone
don't
down
know.
on
The
misogyny
internet
and
is
racism.
probably not very
Yes.
happy with us. The internet probably deletes our stuff as soon as it gets out there.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
probably not forever.
We're just not competent enough to get it up there properly.
We're just not motivated enough to get it up there properly.
I don't know what to
Ayo.
do now.
With the
that
blast
somebody
shield
else
down,
here.
I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
God damn it.
We have a soundboard, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, normally I guess it's
Expect
Dave
nothing
down
less.
there, so we've upgraded in the looks department.
Dave
Yeah,
and I were
that's
supposed
true.
to have lunch today, but he bailed on me.
Taco Tuesday?
Rude.
What did he
Typical
do?
Dave.
He had a tire issue. His tire.
Oh yeah, he
Pop.
posted. He even had evidence of that. He posted
Oh,
that to
yeah.
Discord. He was like, "Check out this sidewall."
He should have got one of those not those bicycle tires we talked about on the CouncilCast where you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need to inflate them with air or something. They're made out of
Yeah. So I've missed
metal.
a few council casts. Can you
This
update
is
me with
episode
everything?
308.
Can you update me for the last 307?
Can you believe that we have 307 prior
Yeah,
episodes?
let me give you how about I just give you the Spark Notes version here.
Is-
Let me
it
just
ain't
pull
worth
this up.
watching. That's the
Well,
that's the
pretty much
summary.
the intro was the spark notes.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
episode 0 we had a dry run.
Hurts.
Episode 26 was when we got back into this in 2017. It was
Brian
called
lived
Back
at a
in
red
Action.
light for a long time.
Our next episode was Women vs. AI. I'll skip forward a couple here. Double Thumbs Up was one of our other episodes.
These are the most
Um,
watched episodes.
On episode 43, we had a special guest, Roseanne. Let's see. Fast forward.
Sometimes we
to-
name the title of something just as an attempt to see if people will watch it.
Episode 61, we found a sea monster. It was all but confirmed.
Didn't you set the keyframe for one of the videos, like the preview keyframe, as like women bikinis one time, just to see if like
To see if we would get extra views. I don't even know what episode that
It
was.
did not help.
It
I
didn't.
It didn't.
Silas, I haven't seen much on your YouTube channel lately.
Yeah, no, I took a break from that
Hmm.
He also
because
took a break
I'm
from
working
the
on real hard
website.
episodes like episode 89, Tiny Penis Tattoos.
Well, that was one of
And-
your YouTube
I have
videos?
questions.
That was one of our podcast episodes.
Oh,
Please
was
tell me
on
that was a
YouTube,
Red
right?
11 Media.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Sponsored.
You should name it that and then immediately start with, if you want to get views, this is how you do.
Episode 134, we talked about an orgy detector app. Apparently,
I don't remember
let's
any of this.
see.
I'm gonna have to go through our back catalog. Yeah, just whenever I'm feeling the hankering to not listen to Planet Money today, I think I'll go listen to one of ours.
Dave helped us come up with this title for episode 165. Time for a permanent nap. Remember when he pitched that
That's
to
right.
Elon? He pitched that to a billionaire. He was like,
He wanted.
babies just
That's
are always like making everyone hates babies. And so what if you could just have babies go into a permanent nap and like death? And he's like, no. It's a nap. It's just a permanent nap. And
I
he
like
went
how
on
John
like
is
this.
so over all of this. He's packing to leave.
I'm literally leaving right now.
He's just packing and leaving the room. That's how over this he is.
It's the whole reason I'm down here is I got to go to the office tomorrow, so I got to pack.
Let's see. Episode 210 was the short episode. Was that where it was just me and Dave, and we literally did like a 3-minute long episode where we're like, well, nobody else is here.
One.
Oh,
There was a silent one where there was no audio.
There was the silent one because I set it up and we were on different software and that didn't work. The silent episode was a great one. And now we're into the 200s.
Man, the recaps were
Episode-
more painful than the episodes.
Episode 256, A Star is Hungry. Nom nom. That's literally the title. Let's see here.
What is behind you, Matt? What's in the box?
Which box?
What's in the box?
I have several.
Box. No, what's the big box? The giant box underneath that.
That's just trash.
This
Lives in
is
trash.
one of the boxes for one of my work monitors. I have two
Oh.
of these. They're like big. I don't even know how to describe them. It's like two 1080 monitors or two 1440 monitors stacked on one another. It's a weird aspect ratio, but I like it because I can get like
New baby, John.
Oh, another
I-
one?
Yeah.
I can get like 4 years of documentation. Oh my god, we can see maybe 1 or possibly 3 pixels of that child.
What did Matthew say?
Apparently my video's not so good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can almost tell that Elizabeth is either happy or sad.
Yeah.
There you go.
2 episodes ago, we had our episode was called "iPhones Give Eels Butt Cancer." So I think
I
you're
was
caught up.
Very
It's also
happy with
true.
that episode.
That's been proven.
On
newest
right here on the
beta update
CouncilCast.
fixes it, though.
We talk about, in case you're curious, we talk about science, technology, and random shit.
Yeah, clearly.
Let's move on.
Yep. And we're going to start off this week
Random
with talking
shit.
about the new astronauts that took a spacewalk for the first time with a commercial mission.
Don't care.
Are they the ones that are stuck up there?
We've done this
No.
before.
Because are they the ones that are stuck up there
regular
because
They're regular
okay.
astronauts.
No, these are not the ones that are
So this
stuck
is
up there. These are
important
the
because
two.
it was people
the-
that were not trained astronauts. They were commercial flying people that did a spacewalk.
Yeah, it was a private astronauts, private mission. So it was not a mission funded by a
Can
government.
you fucking
basically.
imagine? You have so much money that you're just like, I'm going to drop like $300 million on this. I'm going to go to space and I'm going to do a spacewalk. And the entire time you just got to be like,
I just enjoy the timing that we're less than 12 months out of the Titanic Ocean Gate disaster, and these people are like, "Yeah, this is better." This
There's
is way
significantly
safer."
less pressure. Up there.
isn't it against the
Well,
law?
actually, down, I can't even see. How am I
Significantly
supposed to
less
fight?
You at least won't get crushed
Yes.
if this fails.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah, you won't
explode.
die instantly.
You'll just
You won't get
explode.
crushed, you'll explode.
I'm actually curious. It feels like space is safer.
Oh yeah.
Not on the whole, but like in like the localized vicinity. Like the ocean feels scary and space doesn't feel as scary. But now if you're
But-
like near a neutron star, we got problems.
There's more life in the ocean that wants to eat you.
that we're aware of, there has to be statistically way more life everywhere else that wants to eat us, even if it doesn't know we exist.
I mean, part of the problem is that, like,
everything in space, Morty. Now get the back in the car.
That
is if you go deeper into the ocean, it's harder to go deeper. It doesn't take any. It's not a whole lot harder.
That's what she said.
what the fuck? What is that?
To go
from
deeper into space.
We must go deeper.
There's a lot more radiation in space.
Well, yeah, water's really good at stopping that. So.
Yeah.
I bet all those.
So you got that
That's debatable.
All those goddamn.
But again, slow killer. The slow killer.
Yeah. Now I have a question.
So are these the first people that have not been astronauts that have walked in space?
Well, when we're not counting the cosmonauts, yes.
Is there a correlation between depth at which an animal lives underwater on average and its likelihood of contracting cancer compared to us?
What fish? Oh wait, ChatGPT will help us with this.
I'm not sure.
What's that fish with the little light that comes over and then it eats things? It's real scary. It's way down at the bottom.
Angler.
Yeah, I mean it's way down at the
What
bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Fish?
probably
No,
never
they're
gets
not way
used.
down at the bottom.
It's at the
relatively speaking.
bottom.
Yeah,
They-
but
they
like,
send
in
down
the grand
cameras
scheme
and they
of how
take
much water
pictures
does
of it
take
at
to
the
stop
bottom.
radiation, it's like
Chat
it's not
GPT.
much.
No, it's like
Like
I
if you
mean,
go
it-
read Randall Monroe's, I'm on a first name basis with the XKCD guy. If you go read his like shit about the hopping into, like, you can swim in a fucking water tank at a nuclear plant. Just don't go
According
too
to ChatGPT, rainbow
can
trout,
swim.
catfish,
deep. You absolutely can. You have to go
Zebrafish
like however
and
many feet
salmon
deep before it's a problem. Say that again.
seem to get cancer.
Catfish get cancer?
Well, I think that's
Um,
because they have mercury in them, not because of radiation.
It's pollution. Yeah, pollution, habitat, and diet. But it doesn't say anything about.
Well, maybe the
Cosmic
fish should
rays.
stop eating some of our trash.
They don't have skin cancer. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just gonna ask it why.
Just
See.
why?
So are
What
those
you
fish
gonna be a
toxic?
child?
Pollution, genetic, environmental stressors, diet, research, utility.
I was just wondering because, like, one of the things that's like hampering to space travel is just how much fucking radiation there is.
Right.
But why?
Yeah, but it's super easy to
Got it.
fix. You just put lead around everything, except for the
But
fact
that's
that
the
that's
problem.
really fucking heavy.
It's too fucking heavy. So
Yeah,
the
but you're in
water comes
space,
into
so
play.
how is it
Exactly.
I mean, they've talked about putting water around spaceships before to
I
protect
knew
them
that,
against
yeah.
radiation. Yeah.
It's better than a bunch of lead, probably.
Water.
when you have a
Probably.
leak?
I mean, I guess if you just take a piss and fill it up with your pee, so
Yeah. Why can't that just be your water reservoir?
What, are we
Could
in a
be.
spaceship with
Because you
piss
just
walls
drank
now?
radiation
Is that
water?
where we're at?
Piss walls. Yeah.
Radiated water.
Good old
I'm sure there's
piss
nothing
wall
wrong with that.
7.
Well, I
Then
was
you're
at-
just like a trout or those
On
other
this
fish
vessel,
that
on
get
this
cancer.
vessel, every part's the aft.
I
was
didn't get
just at the
radiation from
Houston
radiation.
Space
I just
Center.
got it from my water.
Yeah, I was just at the Houston Space Center, and they said the ISS currently is at 97% water recycling rate. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
It's true.
What is the water recycling rate of a Fremen still suit?
Like
that's a made-up thing.
99.9%.
Yeah, but it has a number, right?
Dune isn't a documentary.
Are you sure? I was under the impression that anything Denis Villeneuve made was a documentary, up to and including Dune, but especially Blade Runner.
Yeah, it was Arrival. And...
Yeah, I've seen Arrival. That's a documentary.
And
Sicario,
does
I think, actually
does an
might
enemy
be.
have a giant spider in it?
Enemy? I forgot. I forgot what the topic was. And
I'm still going up
that's
with a
kind of
thumbs up for spacewalking, so.
I'm no longer giving thumbs up or thumbs down.
All right.
As of episode, you're finally over it. Episode 30.
No, I gave it
And
a long time ago.
I got a thumbs up for Matt not doing that anymore. I appreciate that.
It's always been the worst part of the show, if you ask me.
Hmm.
Thumbs up for continuity.
Yeah, we used to have
Sure.
listeners and more people on the show, but then Matt started to do the thumbs up and thumbs down, and then pretty much
Your fucking
Killed the
brother
whole
or
thing.
whoever stopped coming to watch.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has- no, no,
Eric.
no.
What, did he die?
I don't know. I can message him.
Well, if he didn't die, he might have gotten bitten by a Komodo dragon that apparently has the most metal in its teeth of any animal. Its teeth are actually made out of iron.
Isn't there something interesting about its venom too?
It's pretty
Komodo dragons have
poisonous,
venom.
isn't it?
Yes.
thought
Yeah.
They don't
so.
have venom, they have poison.
Yep. That's true.
it
I did read
non-toxic?
that, yeah.
It's toxic.
Well, it's edible poison, so yeah, it's non-toxic.
No. Crayola makes it. Or Elmer's.
But yeah, apparently some researchers have found out that the teeth of Komodo dragon actually, they've noticed that they will start to actually corrode, and did some analysis on it, and they found out that they actually have metal, literally iron, in their teeth.
Due to their diet?
Wow. That's pretty cool.
I think it's just how they are. It doesn't. They don't mention anything about it being part of its diet. Just
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know what a Komodo dragon eats.
apparently over time Komodo dragons have altered the chemistry of their teeth, kind of similar to apparently dinosaurs used to do this, and it was to help them keep a sharp edge on their teeth to cut through meat.
Yeah,
Chomp,
you know,
chomp.
we don't know anything about dinosaurs. We make it all up.
I don't think it's all made up.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think.
Get on down to Real Fake Doors. Check this out. Won't open.
Why
Won't
are
open.
people's videos changing around on my screen? Like,
Yeah, it's
boring.
moving on mine too all the time.
I figured
you know,
out how
just-
to do that. You guys figure it out.
The thing is, you just don't have to worry about too much about humans getting attacked by Komodo dragons, as it is pretty rare. But just
I
know that
wouldn't
when it
even know
does
where to
happen,
find
it's
one.
really
I'd have to
bad.
go to the zoo.
Yeah, metal
don't
teeth
fall into the
and
Komodo
venomous. Yeah,
Dragon.
and they
cage.
weigh like 300 pounds. So I mean, they're gonna take you.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
give it a
usually don't
thumbs down.
attack unless you owe them money. So I advise not gambling with a Komodo dragon unless you are sure you're going to win, in which case it's no longer gambling. Thumbs up for razor sharp teeth. Chomp chomp.
I wonder who would win, a Komodo dragon or a crocodile?
Dragon.
At
Wait,
what? Ping pong?
Where's the fight at? On land or in water?
On land.
On a boat.
Dragon.
Dragon.
My money's on the dragon every time.
Is your money on anything that has dragon in the name?
Yes.
What if a dragon fruit were fighting an actual dragon?
You know, there's never been a starting quarterback in the
My money
NFL
is.
whose
I
first name
mean,
was
I would
Dragon.
put
Money's
money
on the
down on both of
dragon.
them.
I'm obligated to put equal amounts on both of them.
I'm pretty sure there has never been a starting quarterback
That's
in
called
the
covering.
NFL
That's
with the
just
name
smart.
Dragon.
You got to make sure anytime you buy stock on one end, you got to make sure you cover on the backside.
Yes, that's why when I buy Apple stock, I always buy stock in the CouncilCast. Don't you know we're publicly traded now?
Surely we didn't
Perfect.
do an IPO or a direct listing, which means we probably went through a SPAC because that's the only way that we could get listed.
Penny stocks. Every Apple stock that I buy one penny stock of CouncilCast.
Penny stocks
wonder
is
if they're
not a
curious-
method by which to go public.
I wonder if they're curious if any other parts
It is what you
of
would
the
become.
Komodo dragon is
If you
got
went
made of
lower.
iron. Like if their bones are made of iron.
Who have I been giving money to then?
Can't believe you care about this.
I really tried, Blaine, to bring us back to the topic, but
I
I'd say thumbs up for Komodo dragon.
As soon as I
Thumbs
thumbs
up
down
for
the topic, I'm
dragons,
done and we
so-
move
thumbs
on.
up for dragon.
And I realized
up
that I
for
said
people's-
that I wasn't going to thumbs up or
Take
thumbs
us
down
out, Blaine.
anymore.
Take us out.
Thumbs up for people whose first name is Dragon.
Thumbs up for House of the Dragon.
House
Well, I do have the perfect topic for Brian here because National Geographic is going to now start offering their very first Vision Pro immersive environment.
Do you think this is for Brian because you know he likes to look at the pictures in Nat Geo?
Yep. That's exactly why it's for him.
Man, that's terrible.
But yeah, you can take your virtual first class trip to
Sorry, school is
Iceland,
tough.
where National Geographic will now start showing you what Iceland looks like, I guess, if you don't want to travel there.
This is on the Vision Pro.
Yeah.
I'll be
I-
what Iceland looks like.
I'm gonna go get Vision Pro now. That's what I was waiting for.
Was to go to Iceland.
Nat
It would-
Geo.
Is that the-
it would-
is that the-
It would legitimately be cheaper just to go to Iceland.
What do those cost now?
It would legit be cheaper to go to Iceland. Katie and I we did Scotland for less than 5 total, like, and That's not that crazy. We definitely
What-
spent less than that in Iceland.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How much is a Vision Pro? 6,000? 5,000?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily. Just go to Iceland for the
Yes,
price.
but I would not get to fly there in first class. And with
I see
Vision
where
Pro,
this is going.
I
see
could
where
do
this
virtual
is
first
going.
class
That's right.
to go visit Iceland because I'm
See,
sure that
John
Nat
hasn't been
Geo's
here
like,
for the
we're going to
past
make you
million
sit for
times we
8
talked about
hours.
this.
I
But
think
one of-
Brian should have set this up in his house, and you can just come over there, sit on the couch for like 6 hours on the flight, and then just move to another couch
No.
while you
John has
walk
to
around Iceland.
understand that.
Oh yeah, John has no
episodes
reference
ago,
for this.
Brian pitched at the end of each episode. There's a billionaire pitch. Or something.
You're out of your element, John.
Brian pitched the idea of virtual first class.
VR
For
headset
coach
for
passengers?
anybody. For
And
coach
we were both-
passengers,
Yes.
Mortified, but also putting ourselves in the place of like, the Spirit CEO. We were like, maybe. That sounds like a great idea.
And we make all of our customers get to see
But
what it would
that's
look
not
like.
that crazy though.
No,
it's
not.
like
No, I mean,
it's
Nat
like
Geo
some
is
sci-fi
coming off and-
dystopian bullshit
Yeah.
where the ship is built for 50, they put 300 on it, and to make people feel like they're not pieces of shit, they just like drug you and throw you in the Matrix for the duration of the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
I would.
And
even-
who isn't gonna pick that? Of course I'd pick that.
Allegiant would do that, except without the Matrix part. They just drug you and just
Yeah, you
pile
just-
your
they just
bodies,
completely drug you.
pile the bodies up in the back.
It's part of the thing I hate about airlines where it's
Stuff
like
another one in.
the video where they showed like the airlines where like people are up in arms about how like Ryanair was gonna have like standing seating and like you're gonna be like packed on top of one another or whatever, and the guy, like the CEO, completely defended it, and his entire argument was essentially, you wouldn't pay $1 for this flight. And like everybody's like, I fucking would pay $1 for that flight. Like, of course I'd pay $1 for that flight. Of course, you guys are right. Of course you're right, because it's a race to the fucking bottom when it comes to airline prices.
So we were looking for flights to Salt Lake City.
And you
about
care
6
because you
months
have to
ago.
buy like 5 tickets, right? 4 tickets, but still.
So we were looking on Allegiant, and it's really hard to get to anywhere in the Yellowstone area because there's just no airport. Salt Lake
Yeah.
City is the closest major city.
Mhm.
So we're trying to get Salt Lake City.
Can you fly to
and-
Bozeman? You surely you can.
You can, but
It's
everything's
probably
Yeah.
expensive.
wildly expensive.
Yeah.
So Salt Lake City is the cheapest, and it's like 4 hours away. And Frontier had a flight that was Des Moines to Denver, and then the next morning it was Denver to Salt Lake City. The cost there was $27 a ticket.
This is from Des Moines?
$27.
Oh my
This was
God.
from
Des Moines to St. Louis or Salt Lake City. Sorry,
That's not even that long a flight.
yeah, but you had to stay overnight. Obviously, you'd need a hotel or whatever. But yeah,
Right?
but
Unless you're willing to sleep in the terminal.
erase the fact that I wanted to get to Salt Lake City. If I wanted to just get to Denver, to go to Denver, it was like $150, $200, whatever.
Mhm.
But I could literally book the Salt Lake City flight,
Not
not get
it.
on the flight to Salt Lake City, and go there cheaper than if I booked.
There's a
Denver.
term for that I can't remember,
Yep.
and the airlines hate it, and they will start to blacklist you if you do it too much because they know people know. This is not an uncommon thing. This particular one is especially egregious, but I've heard of this before where people.
I
will
have to
book-
assume that plane from Denver to Salt Lake City is empty, or like there's
Yeah, they're basically just
one
giving the
tenth
ticket
of
away,
the
right?
booked passengers.
I can't believe that at some point they're just not like, well, we're not going to fly this flight, obviously. Like,
But they need
it's
the
like-
they need the plane.
They probably
wherever
need
they
the plane up
Need
there,
the
right?
plane in
So if
Salt
they can
Lake
get
City.
3 people on the thing for $30 a pop, they're better off than they were before, right?
Yeah.
So
Our
That makes sense.
Newark flights when we went to New York City last year were $45 a ticket.
oh my god,
Wow.
Austin,
I think the cheapest I've paid is to Vegas from here
yeah,
when they've had
Allegiant,
like the
Yeah.
the $75
$50.
flights.
So
Yeah,
we
something
normally
like that.
pay between $50 and $75 to Nashville when we go to South Carolina
That's
and do
so
the
cheap.
the double
Mm.
route. And then we just went to Austin last week, and the flights down were sub 75, but
Mm.
they were back, I think 150 or 120.
Okay,
So
so
when-
this is on Frontier.
This is on Allegiant.
Yeah, so you're getting like
and
fucked
what is
the whole
is
way,
Allegiant a bad
basically.
situation? Or is it a
You
bad
pay for
flight?
everything.
Is it
Not
just
great.
Bags.
Yeah, they charge for everything. So we backpack almost all our clothes and stuff. We very rarely check anything or carry on because they charge $40 a pop for
Yep.
carry on.
You get one personal item.
Yep. So you just pack the crap out of a backpack and you go.
Hope it fits under the seat.
You get the biggest backpack.
And if you don't
that's in regulation.
pre-buy the like extra bags and shit when you're getting on,
It's like $60
it's
day
pretty
of.
expensive day of.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, Allegiant.
But if you need to get somewhere for 75 cents,
yeah,
like-
I've talked to multiple Allegiant people, and they've said straight to my face that like we lose money on every single flight. We make all of it back on bags.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm sure.
the food that they sell and alcohol.
Because that doesn't cost them anything extra.
Yeah, and
That's
normally
all
when
profit,
I'm on the
probably.
flights, I have space up above because nobody's checking bags. So and they
Yeah.
hate that, by the way. They're always like, if you didn't check a bag, it should not be up above you. And I'm like, whatever, there's space. Nobody cares.
right?
But this last flight from Austin back up to Des Moines was totally full. The plane was mostly full, but so were all the racks up above, which really surprised me.
I can't
because on
wait till they
Allegiant
start
flights, they
implementing
never are.
shit on the planes like they have in those hotel rooms where you're like, ah, fuck, I took the nuts off the thing to read the label for too long and now I got charged $75.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they have that shit on those flights. What would they be though? Like what would those things be on a flight that you like? It's like, do not take it from
Yeah.
the minibar or you get charged.
There's like a
You'd
little
probably have to, like,
tag. Yeah.
You'd have to scan your ticket or something to like open the overhead compartment or something.
Oh
So-
yeah, you get charged per opening of the
Yeah.
compartment.
Yeah.
So you got people piggybacking. Amazing.
The tray table is like this big.
It's a la carte. Yeah, you gotta pay
Yeah,
extra.
Yeah, you have to pay extra for the tray table. Like it attaches.
Amazing.
Amazing.
They bring
And,
it
like-
to you and hand it to you.
Yeah.
Seatbelt
it's like-
extenders, extra.
Yeah. Extra. Everything extra.
Here's your screwdriver. You can install that that tray table right in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh my
if you
god!
drop the screws, you can buy more
there were
screws.
Some sort of emergency
Don't
where
get
they had
unbuckled.
the-
To get to pick up the screws, we will sell you more screws.
I
Don't
would
worry.
love to have the emergency stuff be behind a paywall where it's like, oh yeah, we've crashed and the back of the plane is on fire. You can either choose now to pay $100 extra and go down the slide, or you can just jump.
No, it's a pay toilet, or you can buy. It's a pay
that's like-
toilet,
but
or
that's
you
just
can
normal in Europe.
you can get an Attends, you know, because that's not just for people with bladder control problems. So you can get one of those adult diapers or a pay toilet. So
They
either
got
way,
they got a swipe. They got like a swipe right outside. Man, I don't give them any ideas.
Can you imagine if
be
like
there.
the oxygen mask came down and you had to pay for clean, non-smelly oxygen, but if you didn't pay, it was perfectly medically fine, but it was farts. It was just
remember
farts.
to swipe for yourself first, so that you can get that oxygen on, so that you can just swipe for the people, your
my
loved
God.
ones near you later.
This is going to be one of those situations where all of the ideas we've come up with are going to be implemented next year, and we're going to have to sue so fucking hard to get like our piece of it.
But someone would have to watch this first for that to happen. So
So the biggest laugh I think I've ever gotten out of a group of people is coming home on an Allegiant flight, and we were all packed into the shuttle over to the gray lot at DSM Airport, and the lady driving the bus was asking everybody what lot they were in, and I think I was like the third one back, and the lady's like, "What lot? What lot?" And I was like, "Lady, we all just got off an Allegiant flight. You know what lot we're in." And everybody busted out laughing because we were all going to the economy lot. Nobody was paying
Dude,
any
I
extra
fucking
money
get it.
because
When Eric and I went down to the Pahrump down near Vegas for that motorcycle thing, we had to park out because there were literally no spots in the ramp. So we had to park way out in like the blue lot, and at that we were like,
oh, I'm sorry, rich man.
Exactly.
The blue lot.
No.
What are you, $12 a day, man?
When I go, I park at the fucking ramp. I'm not walking that fucking far, and work's usually paying for it. I'm not fucking.
Yeah,
doing
that's
that
fair.
shit. Yeah. And there's a max. Like once it gets to like $100, they don't charge it anymore. I don't think.
That's definitely not the case at Minneapolis.
Keep charging you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like $22 or $24 a day or something like that.
Yeah.
Gray lot's $7 a day.
Where's the gray?
That's too much.
Where's
It's the
the gray lot?
furthest. It's on Army Post Road.
Oh, it's like
In the-
right there at the corner. at
If
the
it's nice enough
intersection
out, I always just walk.
I've
your
walked
house?
it once, but the shuttle is
No,
just
I've
too
never done
frequent to.
You've
to
walked
matter.
from the airport to
Walked
my
it.
house.
Yeah, I've walked from the airport to Matt's house.
That wouldn't be too bad.
No,
It was
It's
like
not great.
3-4
Everybody that
miles?
finds out I'm this close to the airport is like, "Oh, do you walk to the airport?" I'm like, "Fucking no! There's a
It's-
big ass fence. I can't just walk onto premises."
As
Yeah, I
the
have a
crow
special
flies,
gate.
it's very
Yeah,
close.
I saunter in and then I get escorted to the terminal
Yeah.
by the fucking National
Walk
Guard.
to the airport, climb the fence, get put on a list, and you can drive everywhere from now on.
The closest I got, and
or
Kate
take
still gives me
virtual
shit
first
for this,
class.
I got a thing delivered to my house one time from UPS.
That's an
that
excellent
was,
idea, Matt.
I know.
Climb that fence, and then you can use those VR
No,
goggles
I'd
to
jump
see
over
the
it.
world.
With a trampoline. I got something delivered to my house one time that was addressed to a National Guard base, and I was like, "This is not mine." So I was just like, "Fuck it, I need to go this way anyway." I pulled up the little guard shack at the airport and was like, "Do you guys want this?" And he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." It was the fucking greatest. Katie was like so annoyed that I did it, but part of it was like, I don't know, maybe it's important. And the other part of me was like, I don't know, it seems kind of funny to pull up to the thing and be like, "Hey, I got this delivered to my house. I live right over here. It says it's supposed to go to a National Guard base on it." And let me tell you, he did the right thing. He doesn't know who the fuck I am. I could just be bringing any old package like, "Hey, this is addressed to the National Guard base." Yeah.
That's how you get on another list.
I just have to assume it wasn't important. It was really big, and I think that was the one that I had before I noticed it wasn't our
It's
address.
ticking. I
No,
don't know what it
I had
is.
opened it because I didn't. I like it was a package we got, and I didn't read the thing. I was just like, "Oh, package." I get shit every day.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
I was like, "Why do I have this huge oil filter? It looks like for a fucking tractor." It's for like a fucking. It was a big oil filter for like a big military truck, and I was like, "God, I hope they didn't need that." I also don't understand why it came to my house. There was nothing in common on the address. Exactly, mystery. Yeah. All
That was our
right,
mystery
cool.
topic.
Well, I'm going to give a thumbs down to virtual National Geographic. So
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to give a thumbs up. I like that they're making it more accessible for people to explore the world.
We still get
Oh,
National
yeah.
Geographic
Me too.
magazine. And by we, I mean Katie's late grandfather purchased like a 20-year subscription before he died, and it's been transferred to Eddie. So we just get them now.
Amazing.
Nice. They still make the actual magazine?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
surprised they still print it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eddie likes them.
Yeah.
Well, something else that's real is a life-sized Lego McLaren P1 that you can actually drive around at up to 40 miles an hour if you've ever wanted a Lego car.
What?
What? All right.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
How
Yeah,
are the
thumbs
crumble
up.
zones
Next
in
topic.
something like that?
I mean, it's Lego, so
It's
you
like
know,
it's like basically all.
Hold on.
crumble
I'll
zone, right?
I'll pull
it's
this
all
up for
crumple
everyone
zone.
here.
Yeah. It's
Is it a real engine?
That looks
Is it a
way
real engine?
cooler.
Or?
Can you
It's
imagine?
a Lego engine.
Can you imagine hitting a real life-size Lego? Like
Just
stepping
shatter
on one
into a
in your
million
house
pieces?
is like, well, you might as well just die now. I can't imagine running into one at speed.
It does in fact have a steel frame, and it has regular tires and wheels.
I gotta say, this looks better than I thought it was going.
That looks
But it
more like
uses an electric-
Kinects. It looks more
electric-
like Kinects than Lego.
it
false
is
advertising.
actually
It's gonna turn into a dinosaur here in a second.
Technic pieces. The Technic
Technic.
pieces. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
How much did this cost more than a McLaren? That cost?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
I
it
bet
took.
it did.
It was just a
over
model.
took over 6,000 hours to design it, and over 2,200 hours to assemble it.
The idea.
Wait, they got Lando Norris in this fucking video?
Well, dude, he drives for McLaren, so
I
why
know,
not?
but this is a McLaren sanctioned thing between
Yeah.
Lego and McLaren.
It looks
You
pretty
think
This,
cool.
Lego would
this
just
is
do
the
this
type
for
of video
free?
that if Norris and McLaren aren't doing very well, you're like, maybe they should stop wasting time doing this.
Maybe this is why they're doing so well.
Are they doing well this year? I don't even know.
Yeah, they've been racing Lego
Okay.
cars. They're
Doesn't look
racing
very
against
aerodynamic. It
other
looks like
other
Cheetos.
kids.
Dude, I think it actually looks sick.
It looks like
It
someone's
does look pretty
ramen noodle project.
It's weird around the wheel
Macaroni-
wells,
macaroni
but I
noodles,
like
yeah.
the
Macaroni
pattern
noodles.
on the body.
Where's my macaroni McLaren L1 or whatever?
Just
That's
take it
pretty
through
cool
like a
looking.
fucking Velveeta shower.
That's nice. Thumbs up.
It's the right color.
That's pretty cool. I give a thumbs up. I like it.
Macaroni elbows.
I like it. Well, something that might not look as nice is your paint on your walls, but coming soon is paint that you can actually peel off your walls
Oh fuck!
Oh,
There's a
good.
spider up there.
Is it vinyl?
if you want to repaint. Is it vinyl? Is that what you said?
Vinyl
Yeah.
paint.
I mean, vinyl's getting a lot cheaper, and you can do wraps a lot cheaper now. So why not? I could.
No,
I
this,
mean-
this actually is a paint. It is something you can paint onto the wall and then you can peel it off.
It's
This
just
sounds terrible. This is the worst idea I've ever heard.
I think it's a
This-
perfect
yeah.
idea for anyone who has kids.
Yeah.
That way,
No.
when somebody's like they're literally pulling the paint off the wall, they like it would be accurate.
No,
Yeah.
no, if you have kids, you either get That's
I can-
this is a terrible
I can
idea.
see this. I can see this working really well. If like I assume it's just a high viscosity latex paint, because
I'm
you can
assuming
already
so,
peel
yeah.
latex paint pretty well. So it's probably just a high viscosity version of it that just peels a little nicer. Yeah, I could get behind that. I wonder what the base coat's like, because I bet you got to paint a base coat of something that it doesn't stick too much to.
This is
They
the
don't
most
they don't
thought
talk about it
out
specifically.
comments.
This
about
would be
topics on
like
CouncilCast.
wallpaper when you can't get it off the wall. You'd be like peeling this little section and peeling that little
Yep.
section and peeling this little
Yep.
section.
I'd like
What
to
a
see it
nightmare.
actually I'd like to see it actually in action.
Why did
The only thing I
Silas
don't
just text me?
understand about this is like if I'm gonna paint it and then peel it off, I have to then paint something else instead. So like, wouldn't it just be better just to
Paint over.
start
it.
with painting something else?
Yeah. I can't imagine where this would be a good app. I mean, it would be cool to see it. It would be cool to see them do it, and then 5 years later try and peel it off. But
Yeah.
I mean, they do say that it's not going to last super long. They say it actually it'll start breaking down in a couple of years. So you probably don't get 5 years out of it, would be my guess.
I don't want to paint that often.
my God.
I mean, I can see like if you do have some area where you're like maybe it's a high wear area or something that I don't even know. Maybe if you want to
Foster
put
You're
like
struggling to come up
You
with
go through
justifications
foster
for this
kids
thing.
like this, you know.
I
Here's the
should
thing:
buy
if
some
you
of
know
that-
what, oh, go ahead.
I said
Go ahead,
I
Balsa
was-
Bones.
Balsa Bones. Stop breaking my balls. I want some of that. Was it on this podcast? I'm on many podcasts. Was it on this one that we talked about the Vanta black, or there was a new darker black, the bigger
we
blacker
talked
black?
about it here.
Yeah. I want that paint, and I want to do another matte movie theater 2.0 and paint the movie room that kind of black.
That's like having like metal that rusts. And it's new, amazing new metal that you can make metal. Just I just doesn't paint that peels. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna say thumbs down. You wonder how I was gonna vote on that one.
Yeah, I
Steve
mean, I guess
Jobs
the only
Ghost
other thing
versus
I'd
the
say
U.S.
It depends on
Jobs'
how like
My
if there's a lot of
billionaire
bleed
pitch is gonna
through.
be paint that doesn't peel.
Like could you paint this and then just like could kids or somebody color on it with like colored markers, pens, whatever, and like it doesn't bleed through, and then you just peel that off and you
You
get,
can
like,
do
a
that
nice
now,
pristine
but
coat
rather than
behind
having to
it,
peel
but-
it off, you just put another layer on.
Yeah, you just paint right over it.
But
You
yeah,
paint-
that's where I don't understand.
They've
Yeah,
come
but
up with
paint-
an excellent solution to a problem that we don't have.
you paint a kid's
I
room
have
with the
it.
peel off paint and it'll be
Oh, here
half
you
the
ever
fun
have
of
a
the day.
recommendation? They
Have
say
you ever
if you
painted
wanna-
your wall and been like, man, I wish I could pull that paint off? Oh boy, all the time. Well, have we got a product for you? It's paint.
They do talk
you can
about
peel off. Yay!
Here's their example. If you live in an apartment and want to paint the walls without having to quote unquote repaint when you leave,
oh bro.
which I guess I could see.
You still have to
um,
patch holes. All right, never mind.
How
Or
many
they
holes
say
you put
if
in the
you
wall
want
when
to
you're painting?
if you really want to commit to holiday decorating and paint your walls, I don't know, red and green for Christmas, and then just peel it
yeah.
off right away.
Don't give Rachel Simon any
Okay.
ideas.
All right. There you go.
Blaine,
Before everyone-
Blaine,
before
our
anyone can
resident,
leave,
our resident Hallmark
peel the
Christmas
walls.
movie specialist here would know about
He's
painting
so
the
is.
walls for Christmas. So
Did you get a paycheck for that?
Oh no.
he was an extra.
What? You didn't get even a day rate on that?
You guys have an IMDb page now?
Well, he's not part of the Actors Guild, so
No.
Yeah, but
But we-
extras get day rate. Maybe
No.
not Hallmark extras.
I
The
mean, it
Film
was
Actors
like,
Guild.
Yeah, it was
What? Blaine,
one
you were in a
night.
Hallmark movie? What happened?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know
was in a
this,
Hallmark movie.
Ryan.
he wasn't.
You
He
were.
wasn't on when we talked about this. Like when I went crazy about the first.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Roger Ebert.
What
Thoughts
happened?
on the film were what now?
Blaine was in a Hallmark movie. What happened?
What do you
Here,
think
I'll pull up
happened?
the
It was a
clip.
Hallmark movie.
I think I've pasted
My
it,
God.
posted it on Facebook.
They happen
Did you
to be in
did
a
you save a
place
Christmas
that
tree
was-
farm?
No.
Did you play Santa in a Christmas tree farm?
The only thing I like about it is that Beth was there too, but
Yeah.
Beth got really close to the camera, and Blaine is completely
Way in the
unrecognizable,
back.
way in the back.
They're like this guy.
Phenomenal.
They're
They're like you two are together. I don't see it.
There's clearly a league difference here, and we're gonna show you.
We're gonna shove you in the back. She's
Here,
got a face.
I've got it.
She's got a
I've
face
got it
for
right
the
here.
camera. You got a face for radio. You're in the back.
That's why I
Here,
do a podcast.
Wait,
That's right,
share the screen. Yep, this is Hallmark movies and mysteries. There it is, and then there's
There I am, way in the back.
there's
There he
Blaine.
Dude,
Did you say it was like 3 a.m.
Dude.
too?
Yeah. Yeah.
were
I
they
think we
your
started
clothes?
filming it just after midnight. So yeah.
Now, how did this happen, Blaine?
They were filming in our hometown,
Craigslist
and they
ad.
just had an open call for extras, and they're just like, show up at this time, and you
Mail
might
for
be able
mail.
to get in the movie.
I did not know that.
Girl from my old Bible study was in a movie with Adrian Brody. She was an extra, but she was like front and center, like while he's giving like a monologue. Like he's in front of
wow.
a big crowd of people. I don't remember what movie it is, but he had to give like this monologue and like walk through this crowd of people or whatever. And like she's in frame for a big chunk of it. So that's
Can
pretty
you?
cool.
What happens
That's
if
awesome.
like they're given if you're like the extra in Braveheart during like the speech, and he's like giving it, and you're not supposed to say anything because then they gotta pay you. But like the Mel Gibson speech is so rousing that you're just like, rah! Like, dude, like, do they
Yeah,
just
just
roll
shouting
with it?
count as a line.
I don't think so.
I
It's
don't
not a
think
credited
so.
line.
No.
Shouter.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I always,
Well,
yeah, I always like the extra. I've listened to a lot of like podcasts about like extra, like the experience as an extra and stuff like that. I just
Are there
read,
people that make
I'm
their
Glad Your
living
Mom-
as
I'm glad
extras?
my mom died.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody read that?
There's people that make their living. No, I have not read. I'm
It's
glad my mom died.
Phenomenal.
I really want to because I like her. She seems pretty like interesting
She-
in that.
I mean,
regard.
her show was definitely past when I was a Nickelodeon kid. Like, and
My
Who?
sister
Sarah
was
Silverman?
watching it. No,
no, this is
Jeanette
Jeanette
McCurdy.
McCurdy from iCarly. She was
Okay.
not the star, but like the second build person.
Yeah, but she
McCurdy.
became way bigger afterwards.
She had her
compared to
own
the
show
rest of
after
the
that.
media.
But yeah, basically that was all like 2007-ish, so I would have been in college
Yeah,
when she. But
I was
her,
still in high
her
school.
book
My sister
is
watched that show and I
amazing.
watched it too. The iCarly show because it was on
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, the book is phenomenal. Like I can't recommend it. It's just
It's like her and her mom had a terrible relationship, from what I understand.
her mom was an absolute dumpster fire of a human being. But the
right?
great
But she
thing
writes it as if like
she's
no,
the
just
best
like
thing
straight
ever.
up, like I'm glad she's dead.
No,
Sort of?
it's the way she recounts everything is like her perspective at that time. So like at the
Oh.
time of being 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, whatever, it's like she doesn't see at all the absolute train wreck her mom is. Like she kind of gets it, but it's still her mom. and like it's not
Because she
coming
was like
from
young showbiz, which is
yes, and
a
her
whole
mom
deal.
pushed her into it. But it's just a really good book on like family dynamics and like how much your parents can mess you up.
Hmm.
And the lies and the
So
things
you were
that they
reading it
want.
for like tips and like ideas.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
how
I
not
want to
mess
screw
up
my
your
kids up as
children.
much as
Exactly.
possible. I want to, basically, so that when they get to that age, they can be like, "Wow, I overcame that,"
And write a book about it.
and write a book about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
it's
become
just
famous.
good to
There you
start
go.
them off with something
Yeah,
like
you
that
gotta
they can
give
be
It's
proud
like the
of.
gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
yeah,
Could be
yeah,
I could be nurturing or yeah, no.
yeah.
I wasn't an asshole because I liked being an asshole. I was an asshole
Yeah.
because I thought you needed the win.
That's right.
And with that, we're going to move on to our billionaire pitches for the week.
I've got a pitch. I want a billionaire to make this camera cage out of carbon fiber.
Is that one too heavy?
Yeah. It's always too heavy.
I feel
And
like
never strong enough.
we need.
Why didn't you just attach helium balloons to it to lift them up for you?
It's a good idea.
Well, I want
mean,
them to
the
make
movie Up, which is also a documentary, clearly tells us it's possible.
it is possible.
You could.
They-
we need to
they're
use
pi-
things billionaires have, and I don't imagine billionaires have many balloons. But of the billionaires I'm aware of, what they seem to have a plethora of are rockets.
Use
Ooh, I
some
thought of a really
rockets
good
then.
idea for the peeling paint. You could paint your car with the peeling paint like red, and then you could like pull it like if you committed a crime, then you could go somewhere really quick, peel the paint off, and it'd be a different color, and you
Can
could get away.
you imagine the satisfaction that you would get by peeling off the entire coat of paint on the car in one pull? Like you could have an entire YouTube
Do
channel
that with a
dedicated to
vinyl
this shit.
wrap now.
That's what
All
it's
right,
called,
Silas,
vinyl
Silas,
wrap.
we got to talk
Yeah,
about
but
a
it's
YouTube
not
channel
peeling
after this.
paint,
People
though.
Okay.
would
It's the same
watch
thing.
videos of people peeling like the safety like plastic strips off of like their
Yeah.
monitors
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff because
Yeah.
they're nuts. So we just need to buy a bunch of this paint a bunch
Yeah.
of shit, and peel it off.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Wait, is there a link to
ASMR
buy
stuff.
some of that stuff, or is it still
I'm
in
gonna create the
you
R&D?
can buy
channel
it.
right now. It's gonna
It's
be called
20
it's called Peel
$27 a gallon, so you can buy
Is
it
it
anytime you want.
toxic?
Peel
No.
Pals.
It's not toxic, so
It's
we can
called
eat
Fun
it.
Paint.
Yeah. Silas, you got the camera equipment to set up an ASMR channel because that's what this will be. It'll just be like,
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it will
The
be.
success. The big criteria of success for an ASMR channel is: do you have the camera?
the micro. It's the audio equipment.
No.
Like, it's
Number
gotta-
one is: are you a woman? Not a lot of successful male ASMR artists, although there are a couple that I like.
You'd be surprised.
Really, my theory on the ASMR stuff, like, as somebody who like is into that somewhat, my theory is it's just a bunch of like middle-aged white guys that want to be talked to like babies. So it's just like the version of like I
Are
wanna
you
put on the
watching
diaper.
ASMR or are you listening
Listen,
to it?
listen. Most
So
of the
what
time.
does it matter what gender it is then?
Well, because the voice you can hear, and like it's male voices are just not that
I
great.
thought it
most
was
of the time
mostly
for this.
tactile. Like
Depends.
Some are, some aren't.
Patterns of speech are like a thing in the
Yeah.
community.
in the
Like
Eleanor
my,
likes
my
to watch
first
Marvel
recollection,
videos.
like I don't know how much to buy into all this stuff, but like the feeling they were describing, I'm like, oh yeah, I've had that in like a lecture before, where like a professor would have like a particular way of just like cadencing, and I'm like, what was that? That was weird. I felt weird. I was probably just attracted to them or something. I didn't know how to handle it.
Here's a little bit of ASMR for you right now.
time.
No, they're more like
Yeah.
And
There it is. He's got it.
So, yeah, I give a thumbs up to your camera cage being made out of balloons or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I said
I
verbatim.
would, you know what's even lighter
exactly what
than
he
helium
said.
is hydrogen. Just make some hydrogen balloons.
yeah. I
on
don't know
there.
why we ever stopped doing that.
Heat those up, you know. they'll be
I've
fine.
only ever seen videos where it's extremely successful, and then the one where it wasn't. But every other one of them, though.
27
What
gallons
is it in our
a dollar.
Rigid
Okay.
airship. He keeps calling it a blimp. The guy's getting
I
all
don't know,
fucking pissed
Pam.
off.
What does a blimp do?
We're gonna die. Isn't he? He's afraid it's full of hydrogen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good God, Brian, have you watched Archer? Is that a show you've done?
First 4 or 5 episodes.
Oh, really?
It was like-
You were a big
think I
Rick
got
and
through
Morty
3
fan. I'm
seasons,
surprised
all I
you
got
weren't.
through.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've watched 3, 4 seasons like that. I got through the Outlaw
I
Country
watched them
one,
all.
which everybody hated, but I liked. I just thought it was really funny to watch Pam eat a cocaine cast. Because it was her body cast was made out of cocaine,
Yeah.
right? And she started
Yes.
eating it.
To me, Judy Greer's what's
Oh,
the name
God.
of her?
Cheryl.
Cheryl or
Yeah.
Charlene.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
When they
yeah.
go country, Charlene
She-
or something.
She
like that.
really makes it for me.
I
that
really,
whole
really
show.
like that the twist is that she is rich beyond fucking
Oh, yeah.
comparison. Like,
Yeah.
way more than Mallory, way more than everyone else. And she's
She
got
could-
that stupid
yeah.
ocelot that pees in the corner or whatever.
Yeah.
Babu.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What a great show.
All right. Who else has a pitch?
Nope. I got nothing.
Brian?
I don't even know what the show is about.
You were supposed to pitch an idea that I don't
A
know why they
billionaire
have to be billionaires. There wasn't much of a difference
Because
between our
they
billionaires.
have to be
and
able to
billionaire
throw their
ideas.
money away.
I think it's good that you can go into outer space now as just a private citizen, but we still haven't figured out how to go into deep sea levels as a private citizen safely.
We have.
And
Oh,
so
safely,
I
yeah.
thought that if you can use water to protect yourself from radiation in outer space, why couldn't you use water to protect yourself from water?
Why couldn't you use
At
why
the
couldn't
bottom
you
of the
use
sea.
radiation to protect yourself from water under the ocean?
Yeah,
Where has
that's it.
this man been?
If you had a pursuit of radiation, then you could protect yourself from water. That's even a better idea, because I was thinking of a suit made of water to protect yourself from water, but a suit of radiation makes even more sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what it should be.
It's like,
I
or
agree.
it's like, yeah, I like it.
suit
Thumbs
of
up for
radiation
radiation
to protect-
suits.
They should
Like
just make it
opposite-
so that
opposite.
you wear a suit that's so hot that it does the whole Leidenfrost effect.
Liquid
thing,
hot
and the
magma.
Water cannot touch you. It just boils off the moment it's touching the suit. Ooh, John has a kitty, and it looks like an actual kitty.
Yeah. Come here.
You have a
Come here.
kitten?
Yeah. A foster
What?
kid.
Meowmers.
Come here. Nope. Come here.
Professor Meowmers.
This
Are
one's
they-
up for adoption.
are they
if
a
anybody's
troublemaker?
looking for a kitten.
Look at the kitty. He's like, what's up?
I have been looking to
Riley.
restart my YouTube channel, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Have you ever liked one of the foster kittens enough that you could not get rid of them?
Not me. My wife literally broke
All of
down in
them?
Petco once. Twice actually, but once recently.
It's like
she-
simultaneously not funny but also hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So Kenny is our best cat.
can you
and we
imagine
had
if
him
she was
for quite a
pregnant
while.
at the time? Jesus Christ.
No. Kenny, we had him last year, and we had him for a long
Kenneth.
time because he didn't get adopted right away. The rest of his litter went first, and then so we had him for probably 4 months ish.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And so we went to Petco to give him away, and I was like, "Are you gonna make that? Are you gonna make it?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. I've made my peace with it." And I'm like, "Okay." We go in there, and like we find the lady that we're adopting, and Abby goes to like give the cat to this lady, and like she lost it. Like just
I imagine
bawling.
it as like you're like she's like, oh no, I'm fine, and you guys are like walking through the doors as they're opening, and you like look at the register person and say like your pleasantries, and then you turn back to your wife, and the mascara is already running down her face.
I mean, it was pretty much that, and then like the woman, and then of course the adopter is like, what's going on? Like, why is this woman like losing?
She just
her
loves the
shit?
cat. It's a
And-
testament
yeah.
to the cat.
Yeah, so we give her the cat, and then Abby takes the cat back because the lady had to go buy some other stuff or whatever, and like snuggles him for a little bit, and then she finally, this is like a 45-minute ordeal, and then like she finally stops crying, and we leave, and she gets in the car, and I'm like, we're ready to go home, or do we have other things to do? She's like, no, we're good, we can go home. She doesn't make it out of the parking lot before she's bawling again, and I had to pull into a gas station just so she could get herself together.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
it's a cat. You knew this
When
was
this
coming.
happens, are you
It's
like,
a
pull
foster
yourself
cat.
together?
It's part of the deal. So now I do most of the drop-offs.
Because you're heartless.
Yada yada yada.
Obviously.
We're getting a new cat.
Yeah, I had
We just saw
we
it.
had to put our last cat down. Like we had a permanent cat
Hmm.
for like 15 years.
Clearly not.
And my kids are crying and my wife's crying to put this cat down, and then they leave the room, and like they give it the first injection to like kind of make it sleepy, and he's like, the vet is like, when I give this next shot, this will be the end. So just let me know when you're ready. I was like, yep, let's go. Like, rock and roll. He's like, oh,
I've got places to be.
I got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
This hell ain't
like,
gonna die of itself.
He's like, yeah. He's like, where do you want the remains? I was like, I brought an Amazon box so that we could bury it. So if you just shove it in that Amazon box, I'll duct tape it shut, and then we'll get out of here.
I'm not actually
do
sure
I
on
pay at the
protocol.
front or do I pay you? How does this work? This guy.
Like if we found one of our cats dead, like just if like clearly it just died. Like, what are you actually supposed to do? Because out in the country, we just bury it. Like
You are not supposed to bury him,
See,
technically.
that's what I thought. I
Oh,
assume
well,
you're supposed to
I've
take
got
it
a
to
cat
like the
buried
pet
out
place and they
beside
incinerate it.
my house
But-
right now.
Yeah.
So in an
So when-
Amazon box.
When our cat died, we just took him in and we just had him cremated, and we could either.
They were
could
going to
either
charge me $60 for that.
It depends if you keep the ashes or not.
The
Like
fuck
they'll
do you
just
need
cremate
that
it
for when
and
you
just.
got a goddamn fireplace?
Oh my god.
Really smells up the house.
Ours is gas
Something
though,
fierce.
so it's not really gonna go well.
Man, we're gonna get demonetized again.
I don't have a fireplace. I have a pellet grill.
Stick that cat in the trigger.
Oh my gosh.
It's a
All right,
whole
here's my
different
pitch for
fucking ballgame
billionaires.
For smoke that cat.
Pet crematorium for your home.
For your home.
Fuck yeah, dude. That you could kickstart that.
That, you know what? I'll give it a thumbs up because
Well,
No.
I don't know
no.
many
What
other
would
people who are going
What would
to.
the levels be on the Kickstarter? Would there
But
be a
see-
bundle where you get two for the price of one and a half?
No. See, you got it
You
all
can get
wrong.
a super early bird special for two.
I
2
don't
for
want
1.
to pay a lot of money for this, so it has to be like a communal thing. So you put it in like a Dollar General, like where the rug doctors are. You put the pet crematorium. You just rent it for the day.
Yes.
You just rent it
This
for
is
the
like the
day. You
suicide
use it and you
booths.
bring it back. Donezo.
You're renting it. You're not. I was imagining
No,
it being
we don't.
like
I don't.
at
I'm
the
not killing
supermarket.
cats daily.
No,
I'm
see,
putting
but
cats down
but-
once a decade.
but you need
I
it to be
rent it when I
centralized.
need
It's more
it, and then you're
efficient.
done.
It's like the return your can stuff. So like the Walmart where everybody like goes in and put their cans.
There's
stuff
a
that's
big
for pets.
sticker on the front that says "No live animals" right on the front.
Yeah, exactly.
Please, only mostly dead. Dead or mostly dead animals. This one's on the way out. It's fine.
I'm not dead yet. I feel
God, Sarah
better.
McLaughlin is gonna blacklist us.
Yeah. Oh, that's what plays in the arms of the angel plays while you operate it. It just comes out of the speakers.
Nah,
You're adding to it.
you got to pay extra for that.
Oh,
it's an
extra
add-on.
feature. Yeah.
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 I'm gonna have to say thumbs down, but only because you're marketing it through Dollar General. That's the only reason that I have a problem
Where else
with
are you gonna pick up a rug doctor and pet crematorium at the same time?
Costco.
it. Ace Hardware.
A lot of those older pets, they
my
get,
God.
have
Fucking
accidents. You need the
Kirkland
rug doctor
brand
anyways, so
pet
it's like right
incinerator?
in there.
What would the Kirkland brand version of it?
That should
That's
be
crazy.
Costco Kirkland brand veterinarian.
All right.
They have
Johnny,
eye doctors.
it would
they
be
have
pretty good
hearing aids,
quality.
Travel, yeah. Might as well have veterinarians on site.
That's what I always say.
That's
All
very
right, any other
reminiscent.
pitches for tonight?
That's very reminiscent of my low-cost insurance policy, where you get your kit and you can sew yourself up, and do your own scans, and so yeah.
I forgot this or didn't see it. Brian had a pitch that was a self-service medical bag, essentially.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, it was
How
just
complex
insurance.
do the procedures get? Like, do they send you like the
Depends on your policy.
quadruple bypass, like IKEA instructions, and
Yeah.
you just have your best friend go to town?
Insert probe here. That
Yep.
type of
Yeah,
thing.
it's got like the little IKEA guy. He's like,
Brian pitched telemedicine to the home medical kits,
fuck
so
yeah.
you can
And
just
Blaine had a home medical procedure kit with a teledoc option called Let's Play Doctor.
That's not what I feel like.
I think you could do that by Zoom. You're just like, all right, so then I put the stitch Yeah. Yep.
Hold on,
Just keep
hold
going.
on.
Yep. All right. Am I doing
No,
this
this
right?
is hard to do.
Not even
on the
not even
mirror.
that. Not even that. You just have a thing on the screen that says, cut here. Like,
It's like a
my
little
internet's a
instruction
little
set.
spotty.
Dude, no. See, you joke,
But
but that's
first,
where medicine
apply the
going in
anesthesia.
future. Like Idiocracy medicine, they're all just gonna wear like Apple Vision turbos, and they'll put them on, and it'll be like this cartoonish overlay in front of the human that's in front of them. It's like livers here, intestines are here, hearts here.
But you could ask AI. Please give me instructions on how to remove my own spleen. Things like that. It could probably do it for you.
Yeah.
That's not my pitch. My pitch is a radiation suit.
All right, and with that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned.
Thank God. With your radiation suit, does the radiation go inward or outward?
Both. Thank you for listening. We record this
in
podcast
4
live
years.
Tuesday nights on YouTube. If you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes, you can go to councilcast.org. You can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.